Hello, I'm a random person who foolishly thinks that arguing on the internet actually does something, and Darwin's game has been underestimated. Let me elaborate. So far, there have been two anti-tubers that I know of who have said their thoughts on Darwin's game, Scambolio Reviews and Gigak. Both of them had the same opinion. Darwin's game is illogical and best watched when your brain is turned off. Little did they realize the only reason why they thought so was because they turned their brain off while seeing if it's good. Of course, just because I disagree with what they said here doesn't mean I don't like them as people. Be warned for spoilers for the first 5 episodes. I'll try to limit major spoilers to what happened in the first episode, but no guarantees. Let's start with Scambolio's video. His first major mess up is assuming what the main character's power was. He claims that the main character has the ability to create things out of thin air. He then moves on to talk about how blatantly overpowered it is, and how it's so underused, but there's just one tiny flaw with that. He's wrong. Now, I won't go into too much detail, because if you're watching this, you've likely watched their videos and trust in fanmade suggestions, so you haven't seen Darwin's game yet. However, in the first episode, the character is seen to create 3 different items: a pen, a pistol, and a shotgun. Now, here are images of something held in his hand soon before he created 2 of those 3 items. I won't elaborate any further, because if I did, I'd spoil some stuff in the 4th episode. His next point is about why the rookie hunter didn't stay invisible if he could turn invisible. The answer is extraordinarily obvious. His powers have limits. Scambolio clearly turned off his brain while watching this. Another point he skimmed over is why not take the weapon of someone attacking you after you knock them out. This is answered if you just think for 5 seconds. A teenage boy has just been assaulted by a random person and is trying his best to run before he gets killed. Why would his first instinct, when he has never fought before, be to take their opponent's weapon? However, the person he is running from, someone who has fought many battles, took the weapon from the person he killed in case it came in handy. Not everyone's experienced in fights. Cut them a little slack at the start of the show. Then he talks about how 2 of the anime characters dodged bullets. The second dodging bullet scene is explained clearly in the anime about a minute before it happened, so I won't waste your time with that. With the first bullet dodging scene, the character who dodged the bullet has fought many people who are armed with guns and a lot of experience fighting in general. If she saw someone get a gun, aim it towards her, think about how to actually fire a gun, and then fire it while she has amazing maneuverability, of course she'd dodge. Next up, he complains about the main character not shooting the enemy as soon as he sees them. This is the main character's 4th fight, and they've made a point to not deal serious damage to anyone yet. In fact, back in episode 1, he made a point about how he's not really prepared to pull the trigger again. After all, he's a teenager who's suddenly been thrust into a world filled with murderers and tried to cling to his moral values. Why would someone like that shoot an enemy as soon as they see them? Okay. So that's Scambolio's entire argument completely thwarted by a tiny bit of thought and listening to the characters. He does then talk a bit about the art and things like that, but that's not what I'm here to debate. Okay, now that Scambolio is out of the way, it's time to move on to Gigak. Unlike Scambolio, Gigak tends to make a point and then exaggerate it through memes. This style causes a lot of misconceptions about what's actually going on. His first point is that it's basically Marineki, and the only thing is, it is not. This is another point I can't elaborate further on without spoiling any scenes. He also briefly mentions that one of the characters is a yandere. She's not. From what I can tell, he assumed that they were yandere due to them having a red dress, being known for beating others in fights, appears to be interested in the main character, and doesn't want to share a backstory. It's almost as if she's someone who grew up in a rich family, has natural fighting instincts, and decided to see if any of the newbies were worth her time. Oh wait. He then shows a scene where the main character is being chased by Banda, a rookie hunter, and then makes a Raid Shadow Legends meme about it. I'm assuming that his point is that the panda costume is stupid, because I honestly can't tell what else he could possibly be saying. So let's take a look at that panda suit character. He is a mass murderer who's been cited by the police and isn't confident in their fighting abilities. This is all shown by the fact they hunt rookies and murder the police officer. So, why would someone like him want to show his face and allow his victims to realize they're being attacked by someone they might recognize and isn't some inhuman murderer who can't be hurt? All that does is lead to problems. There's also an explanation for the student manga, but we're talking about the anime. And that's that. He doesn't really expand on any of his points and then moves on to the next anime. Since all that's out of the way, you guys can now furiously type in the comments about how I was wrong, or talk about the low quality of this video I made with only Microsoft apps that come with Windows 10 and a built-in mic case. Just remember this before you tell me the future of the anime is going to be the same thing. I'm up to date on the manga. I know what's going to happen next. If you have any other topics or YouTube videos you want me to analyze like I did with this, just comment them down below. Anyway, I'm the debater, and remember, you can never convince everyone. Goodbye.